Burada kasap var. Kasapta ne var olabilir acaba kasapta? Sorduğum çok saçma bir soru ama. Bakalım et alalım.
Good day to you. You're lucky. I was just about to close up.
Kapatmak üzere miydin? Saat kaç? Harbi kapatmak üzereymiş.
Greetings.
I'm looking for a friend. He's called Kingdon. I'm sure you'd recognize him. In fact, you saw us both and...
I saw... He must...
I'm sorry, but that's not your business, is it?
No, he weren't. But I ain't saying I don't know anything. Just that it ain't your business, lad. And don't try anything on me. My business ain't your business. If that Capon wants to see you, I'm sure he'll find you. He ain't no fool, I reckon.
Manyağa bak ya.
Show me your wares.
Ne satıyor ki bu? Fazlalık et olursa buna da satabilirim. Şu an kurt dişleri varmış. Simyada kullanılıyor gerçi, belki lazım olabilir sonradan.
Take care then. Thanks for...
Niye kıyafetimi ben değiştirdim ki, böyle dürtmem lazım esas. Çok saçma. Geziyormuşum ya.
Nothing.
Possible.
You should be ashamed, letting people see you like that.
There must have been something bad I ate.
Or drank, huh?
No. I only drank good stuff.
Right now, filthy pig.
Ave Maria. You have a kind master, eh, Jockey?
Şuna biraz çiçek toplayayım da etkisini alalım. Özelliğimiz vardı. 30 tane mi ne çiçek toplayınca belli bir süre tutunca üstümüzde karizmamız artıyordu galiba. Fokusundan. İşte bunlar da yiyecek gibi çiçeklerin de ömrü var, üstüne tutan bozuluyor, atıyorsun. Etkisini kaybediyor. Çok gerçekçi yapmışlar yani. Abi böyle şövalye çiçek topluyorum ya. Şey, simya için. Gözde sana toplayayım çiçek ya. Çiçek gücü geldi.
Jesus Christ be praised. You have a kind master, eh?
Good evening, my friend. What do you need?
You must be the local gravedigger, right? I'm Henry.
Ignatius, master of the sod, at your service. Looking for a final resting place? Or do you need to bury a dead goat?
None of that. I have a different, slightly unusual request. Bonnie from Lower Semine sent me. We're looking for a saltpeter pit.
From Lower Semine? What pit?
A saltpeter pit.
I ain't never heard of nothing like that. What's it supposed to be? A pit to hell?
Nah, it's actually just a pit full of carcasses. These white crystals form on the walls of it. And that's exactly what we're after.
Ah, now I get it. You should have said you're looking for the pit I throw carcasses into. What's all this about Salty Peter? I'm going to go there anyway, so I'll take you there.
Really? That was easier than I thought.
Not even a chicken scratches in the dirt without hope of reward, though. You'll help me with something first. I have some collections from some Slatigo farmsteads, and I'd be a fool if I didn't use a helping hand. At least one day I can take it a bit easy.
You want me to help you with your grave-digging business?
Why not? You look like a strong fella. You'll be a good helper.
Oh, dragging carcasses around isn't exactly a respectable job. But so be it.
Grave digging is a job like any other. Soon, and if it wasn't for us knackers, folk would have to deal with their animal carcasses themselves.
Of course, I understand. I'm just a little worried about what people will say about me when they see me with you. I wouldn't like to lose the honor I've earned as squire to a nobleman.
Don't worry about what people say. They'll only strip you of your honor if you let them. So what then? Shall we take a nice little ride with my boys Snorter and Dragonfly here? Nice and early, at daybreak.
Let's get this over with then.
Didn't you understand me? We ain't going nowhere now. Like I said, be here at daybreak. That's between night and day. Do you understand?
I understand. I'll come at dawn.
Ki.
handmaid of the Lord. Be it done unto me according to... Greetings to you.
I don't know if I'm completely...
The dew is still on the leaves. You don't need your horse. I'll stable him here. It'll be in any case. Heaven, hop on the wagon and Snorter and Dragonfly here will take care of us. Did I bring that stuff for Valentine? We've got a long journey ahead of us. So get yourself comfortable so your arse won't hurt. So, you say you're from Lower Samine, eh?
Well, you could say that. I help the miller with whatever I can. I got a place to sleep there. Soon I'll be able to call the miller uncle.
I remember Crazel when he was still a wee lad. Even then he was a great big smart-ass. When I buried his parents, he was traipsing somewhere through the world. Maybe you heard what they say about Lower Samine round these parts. Crazel don't sell short measure, not that. He looks out for his reputation, but his helpers have been seen often in the villages after dark, looking fishy. Or during the day, in the pillories. Don't that Bonnie of yours belong to that gang too?
Unfortunately, she does. Crazel ordered Bonnie and her accomplice Zinnek to scrape saltpeter off the walls of the sties. And when they had a chance to loiter about in the yards here in the region, well, they made good use of the opportunity to line their purses.
Ay, ay, ay. What have I gotten myself into in my twilight years? Lower Samine's a thorn in the side for a lot of folk. Some on account of the competition. Some is just rubbed up the wrong way by that Crazel. Either way, all they need's the slightest excuse to grab their pitchforks, go and grab the miller and shove his face right in his own millstone. Whoa, boys, whoa! Come on, come on! Are you deaf? Oh, they're acting stubborn again. Now listen, Henry. Here on the left side, you'll see the ruins of a cottage that's been abandoned for a few years.
I can't see a thing through those bushes.
You'll go and have a close look. Don't worry. I have a trap set inside the cottage. I wanted to lure a wolf into it, but that didn't work out. There's a deer rotting there unnecessarily. So hop in there and bring it to the wagon. Finally. At least we're not blocking the road too much.
Sick! Oh, Jesus, what a stench. Better quickly throw it in a sack and take it back to the wagon.
Kill you.
Do it!
Sick! Ignatius will leave without me if I run off from him.
Allah Allah. Saldırın buraya.
What lackeys? I've no idea what you're on about. Hey!
Put that carcass down and get over here. You hear me?
What's going on, Ignatius?
Ah, I'm trying to explain to these fellas we've got nothing to do with no thieving around here. They should go to Lower Sameen to complain.
2 stinking pieces of shit was sneaking around our sties and cellars and lining their purses with silver too while they was at it. Some scruffy and dunger. You must be scruffy, eh?
I'm Henry, and those, names mean nothing to me.
Like I said, if it's rotten carrion they're after, they should have come to me. A passion for knacking is the only thing we have in common.
Is that so? So prove it then.
Take a good look at me. Do I look like a thief? Or more like a commonplace, maybe just slightly grubby, hired hand? At this rate, you could blame any old peasant who's grimy after a hard day's work.
I don't know. I don't reckon I've ever seen a real thief up close.
Ask around about me and you'll find out everyone knows I can't stand a liar. I'll keep my promises and show up on time. So enough talk and let's carry on to where duty calls us.
All right, listen. We'll be going then. But if you happen to run into them 2 thieves, you tell us right away. Got it?
Of course.
You can count on it.
Glad to hear it.
Konuşma yetimizi geliştirdik.
Let's go,
Ve
fellas.
iyice Böyle şeylerden sıyrılıyoruz.
Maybe...
Hadi herif.
What's
Did I get
next?
this right?
Are we going?
Was the one with that shade.
Ne mi var? Hadi gidelim de.
Not much left for us to do here, eh?
Hopefully our luck will hold out, and we'll only be breaking the limbs of carcasses today. The next farm's just up ahead. Hop on, and let's go.
Well, let's go.
Don't worry. That was just a kind of little favor for me. Now we'll help the locals here in Jda with their carcasses.
So far, I've just carried sacks. I already did that for the miller.
Yesterday, the good wife from that farm came and told me both their pigs died. So we'll scoop them up and haul them off. I mean, you'll scoop them up and haul them to my cart. She says it was a curse. There was a flash of lightning, the pigs started trembling, squealing and puking, and then keeled over and dropped dead.
All right, that's what you get. People sin here in their seclusion, thinking they're out of sight of our Lord.
It ain't my first day doing this job, so I could see right off them pigs had been poisoned. The good wife swore them pigs were happy as, well, pigs in shit. She said they even let them go to a nearby stream to have a wallow. It flows here through the forest on the right. Since we're here, you ought to go and take a look around there. Check how clear that spring really is.
All right, I'll see what's going on there.
And I'm going to enjoy having a helper. At least for one day. Maybe I'll roll around in the grass here with Snorter and Dragonfly. Lazy bones.
So I'd better go and stand in the doorway. One eye on him, one on the chest of valuables. At first, I thought it was that fever that done it. Pigs weren't this. So it was definitely a curse.
What are you playing at? You want to shoot someone?
Ew. Is this really worth it? Ew. Is this really worth it?
Poor things. A waste of good meat. Poor things. A waste of good meat.
Pigs are heavier than deer, eh? What now?
Those pigs came here to drink. Where to now? I can smell something upstream.
bulamıyorum. Domuzların sürüsüne gitmek. Ben de merak ediyorum.
I took care of the carcasses.
And what about this mistake?
Oh, right.
Aye. Take a look around.
Neyi bulacağım? Yok işte yani bir şey. Bakayım diyorum ben de yani. Anlamadım ki yani. Bulamadım bir şey.
Here it is. Wolves must have killed them. They didn't even eat them up. I'll go and tell Ignatius.
Şuraya bir oradan da bir köprüye gidiyor tabii.
It really wasn't a curse. There are rotting carcasses in the water upstream. No wonder the pigs caught some disease.
Well, what do you know? I'll give you a hand. It'd ta- Get over here so we can carry on.
I took care of the car.
Nice work. There's even a bit of meat.
Yeah. You'd eat.
But nicely in the cold. There's nothing wrong with it. Anyway, you won't be eating it, so don't worry about it. Let's keep going. Lads, seeing as how you don't obey me, you're surely horsing around today. So far it ain't that bad, eh? You don't have to take down no hanged man or bury an unbaptized child.
Well, ever since I started working for the miller, all I did was carry sacks. The sackmakers here in the region must live like kings. Of course, it could be a lot worse.
I like having to carry sacks full of thistles. Now listen to me closely. You won't be carrying anything at the next farmstead. Instead, you'll have to make one carcass there. See, the work of a knacker ain't just about clearing away dead animals. Now and then, you've got to put down some creature, so it don't suffer. Or, like today, to put it down so everyone around it don't have to suffer. In this case, we're talking about a dog. That cur belongs to the greengrocer, Vizar. I've heard they're both pretty fierce. Don't draw too much attention to yourself at the farmstead. I'll give you some Aesop potion to drink first, and some meat and bane. Soak the meat with the poison and throw it to the dog. He'll probably be locked in a pen somewhere. As soon as it's done, we'll disappear before anyone notices anything. I got paid well for it from the neighbors, so don't fuck it up for me. Yeah! Yeah!
God bless.
Excuse me.
Vizar, my friend!
What do you want, Ignatius?
We were picking up some carcasses in this yard, so I thought I'd...
Oh, Sakra! The dog isn't here. The door's open. Where did he run off to?
Köpeği mi? Allah. Ne var ki ya?
Barking. He's coming from over there.
Where'd you come from?
Bonnie? What are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
Now, first, tell me what you're doing here. And how come you're with that beast?
He's no beast. I came here to save him.
You mean steal him?
For him, it'll be a redemption from that whoreson master of his. I'll take care of him, in place of my poor dead sniffer.
Bonnie... The gravedigger sent me to kill the dog. He's been paid to do it by the people whose livestock that beast killed. It's the last thing I need to do before he shows me the pit.
It's not the animal's fault. When Zenek and I were here last, I saw how old Vysarik treats him. He doesn't give him food, he abuses him. With a master like that, he won't last long. You wouldn't kill a dumb creature just because its master is a sick whoreson, would you?
Well, you don't have to convince me. Ever since the gravedigger told me to do it, I've been trying to figure out how to save that dog. If you want to take him, I won't stop you.
You're a much better Christian than I thought you were. I'll take him to the lair. We'll meet there.
Hurry off now, before someone sees us together.
Come on now, boy. You'll like it in the lair.
Hükümdar mı? İsme bak.
Look what I have for you.
Gel buraya. Dur.
Blessings to you. Good doggy. Good boy.
It's taken care.
Taken care of?
Yalan mı söylesem doğru mu?
The dog is dead. So,
Dead, eh? And what are you so nervous about?
well, it wasn't pleasant to watch. I did it exactly how you told me. I poisoned him.
Oh, aye. And how did it go exactly?
Well, I dipped the meat in poison. He ate it, and peacefully departed to doggy heaven.
So, it all went how it should. I use a real strong mixture so the creatures don't suffer too much. He's done for, the beast. Finally. Let's go before we start looking suspicious.
İnandı lavuk.
So this is it. This is the pit.
Slowly, boy. Slowly. Have a bit of respect. Death always deserves respect, whether it's people or animals.
But there's hardly 3 heaps here. Is this really it? Are you yanking my pizzle again?
Of course not. True, it used to be one big pit. But then I found out when you pile up carcasses in smaller pits and throw some wet hay between them, it all rots better. And the better it rots, the more nitra you'll have. Are you going to take some right away?
I won't. I'll just tell Crazel where you have it. I don't know if he'll take something away. Maybe he'll just make his own pit according to your design.
Now that would be a great honor.
Well, I reckon I'm delaying the inevitable. I'll still have to taste it.
You're going to taste it?
It's the only way I can be certain it really is saltpeter.
God's nails. And they say I'm disgusting. Wait a moment. I've got a reward for you. Just so's you don't think old Ignatius and his even older nags is ungrateful riffraff. Take it as a thanks for your help. Maybe you'll take over my trade one day when I'm pushing up daisies myself.
Who knows? Maybe that'll really be my fate. I'll live at the cemetery, build piles of carcass.
Here's something that'll definitely come in handy, either with me or...
Thanks.
Taste it then. Get to it. This I have got to see. You didn't have to make such a feast of it.
Look at me. Lord's messenger to a taster of cadavers. Cold and salty. This must be it.
Değirmencinin yanına dön diyor. Üü. Uykusuzluktan ölüyoruz. Bulmamız lazım.
Greetings. Great. I'm glad you found what you were looking for. Take care.
Yanlış yaptım.
Mutt!
Greetings.
Show me your way. I'd like to discuss.
Sure.
Şunu satmayacağım o zaman.
I'm done haggling with...
Oğlum paran yok. Neyi bedavaya mı vereyim mal?
Greetings. Fucking shavings.
I'd like to do something about...
All right.
Do we have a deal?
Look. Finally. Great. I'm glad you found what you were looking for. Take care, friend. How can I...
I'll have... Let's talk about...
Sure.
What would you say to...
That sounds really... Very well, then. Pleasure doing business. Take care.
Hoş.
You have a kind master. Eh, Matt?
Gah! And it's done.
Hey,
I apologize.
Good morning to you.
I found the place where we can harvest saltpeter. You just head out of Troskovitz towards Apollonia, carry on alongside the road, then head off it at the right spot. Only it's not a pit, it's 3 piles of earth. The gravedigger Ignatius drove me there himself.
And is it the real stuff? Did you taste it?
Yeah. And I hope I never have to do that again. Ugh. I think the experience has changed me forever.
Oh, come on. You whine more than Zinnik. It's just commonplace salt. I was hoping it'd be closer. To go all the way to Apollonia. If I send 2 wagons, that should be enough.
What should I do?
That means I could mix a barrel and a half.
Krazul, focus. What else do you need from me?
Oh, sorry. What were you asking? About a reward? It's right here.
Thanks. How's it going with the golem?
Well, the whole thing is really appealing to a scholar of my field of interest and important for humanity. But certain circumstances have emerged which, unfortunately, move its creation somewhere further into the future.
Wait, what do you mean? So there won't be any golem?
Not for now.
What about all the niter? The life essence?
I admitted to myself it's maybe too much to take on, and I decided to go back to my roots.
So the search for saltpeter was for nothing?
Not at all. The saltpeter will help us create primordial matter. The origin. Chaos. Materia prima.
God. Here we go again.
As alchemical scholars, we actually have only one task before us. To penetrate the diaphanum and find out where it gets its disposition and power from. Only then will we understand the nature of the shadows.
Eh?
I'll explain it to you.
Tell me then, what's the next task then, Krazul?
From behind the closed gates of Trotsky come quiet whispers, carried by the wind, all the way here to me in the mill. Do you hear it too?
Can you get to the point? What's this about?
Scribe Erezim received a trunk from Prague, and in that trunk was...
The document of Hermes Trismegistos?
No, a book. And from an author more venerable than Hermes. It's thin, with a sand-colored cover, embossed. Ordinary at first glance, but the treasure's inside. You might say it's kind of an alchemical cookbook.
So I'm gonna have to pick some locks again, eh? And in the castle, no less. I'd like to know how I'm supposed to get in there.
For some. The gates of Trotsky may appear to be closed to us, mere mortals.
Daha bir
But
düğüne sokacaksın.
why try to force your way in when there's a person they'll invite in themselves?
What person?
Hold on, we'll get to that. We've got the Samin wedding coming up. I can't wait to try out my new potion against drunkenness there. What about you? You still need to get there?
Certainly. It's why I decided to work for you. Or have you forgotten? I hope your promise still stands.
Of course it does. What do you take me for? Start getting ready. You've almost got a fine outfit, I see. But it still could be a lot better. Ad charisma tuendum. Say a prayer to St. Paul. Maybe he'll send you a few nice things from heaven.
So you'll really get me into that wedding? Am I dreaming?
No, you're not. But before you start celebrating, we won't be going by ourselves. We'll have company. Or, to be more exact, the two of us will be accompanying a certain person. Me as a friend and host, and you as a bodyguard, loyal servant. Call it what you will.
It'll be some female, right?
Correct. But not just any female. A true lady will come to the wedding with us. Radiant as the morning star, refined as pure gold. All will be stunned by her beauty. And she'll be our lockpick that will find the weak spot in the gate to Trotsky. All it'll take is a little push. And clunk! The lock will open, and the book will be mine.
What weak spot?
The castle's weak spot is Chamberlain Ulrich, because he himself has a weakness for women. Of all the single damsels at the wedding, ours will be the most charming and irresistible for him. Noble or not, he's a mortal man, and he'll start to think with his male member. We will watch as he becomes feverish with lust. Soon he'll be begging to take our companion to Trotsky. He'll pretend his motives are pure, so she'll be more comfortable. And when the Chamberlain becomes insistent, you, as her personal bodyguard, will accept his offer. Naturally, you'll say you won't leave her side so you can defend her honor. Once in Trotsky, Ulrich will do everything to get you to leave him alone with her. And that will be your chance.
I can hardly believe that you, of all people, would come up with such a straightforward plan.
Well, it's not all that straightforward. I admit there's a certain element here that makes everything more complicated. First, we have to find our gracious lady.
Where do you want to find this lady? Here.
Look, she doesn't have to be a lady per se. We just need a wench with a pretty face. We'll get her a nice dress, some perfume. She doesn't even have to speak. We'll do the talking.
So a village girl will do?
I doubt an ordinary village girl would agree to what we're going to ask. You can find lots of capable girls at the Zhelyaoff baths, including some who aren't so well known. It's true, Dorothy can be a bit unpleasant, but you'll be giving her an offer she can't refuse.
Well, the last time I dealt with her getting your disguise washed.
You'll tell her I'm offering enough groschen to buy 2 cows or a small cottage. That should soften her up.
All right.
Excellent. You're a talented, likable youngster, like Knight Roland of yore. And don't forget, we're going to need to dress the girl up and make her smell nice so she comes across like a real lady. So, stop off at Troskowitz as well and get her a nice brocade dress and some long-lasting perfume. Mintha would be ideal.
Where can I find the dress?
Where do you think? The butcher's? Go. Bartoszek has just the thing in his shop. A beautiful red dress made of Tyrolean brocade.
Why that dress exactly?
Because red is the color of love and passion. Ulrich won't know where to look. The dress is likely to be pretty expensive, but that's no obstacle for you. Right?
Where can I find the perfume?
Emmerich the apothecary might have something. They say he makes some perfume for his wife. Or ask Betty the innkeeper. She may be a god-awful battle axe, but a nice-smelling one. Or get hold of the recipe and make your own Mintha. As an alchemy apprentice, you should be able to manage.
I'll be going then.
Once you've got everything ready for the wedding, we'll meet in front of the fortress gate. There, I'll let our lady in on some other details of our plan. But that won't be for your ears. Anyway, you'll be rehearsing your speech to Lord von Berghoff then, won't you?
I can't wait.
You silly doggy.
What?
Like you people say, trouble.
Does your wife...
Was möchtest du?
I heard you mix fine perfumes. I'm looking for Mintha, but I don't see any in your shop.
Don't you know about the Semin wedding? Once innkeeper Betty got an invitation, she bought up all my supplies. You'll have to brew up your own. I'll be happy to sell you the recipe.
What?
What can you do?
Hey, listen. Say thumb.
Thumb?
Stick it up your bum.
Genius. It's hard to welcome. See you soon, my friend.
Allah Allah Allah.
Greetings.
I heard you swear by the alluring fragrance of Mintha.
Only the finest And now that I've been invited to the wedding, I'm keeping. Do you like it?
I do.
Haha. I take damn good care that no one takes it from. Besides, what good would it do you, a man?
You'd be surprised how perfume can help make a man seem more trustworthy. But I'll probably have to give this one to someone else who's also going to the wedding.
Well, I don't think it'll smell as good on her or him as on me. Moreover, I want to stand out at the wedding. Anyone can get Menta perfume, but of the highest quality, so the fragrance lasts. I prize those little bottles over all else.
Deneyelim bakalım.
Come now, Betty. A good woman should be all blood and milk. Well, in this case, sweat and beer, right? What do you need perfume for? It's unnecessary.
You think the regulars would appreciate it more here if it smelt of unwashed feet? And what about the wedding guests, eh?
Hey, it gives you a unique scent like nobody else. And that's what you want, right?
Well, I don't want to stink. You and your company can go to the wedding all sweaty if you like, but I'm going to smell nice. God.
I don't know how else to...
You don't now, but when you realize you've no other option... See you later, my friend.
I apologize.
Whatever.
The humans won't be coming back.
Good. Until you get in
About that...
the last 2 bottles in the county.
I don't know how else...
You don't know.
500 ne
See you
ya?
later, my friend.
Same to you.
What the? Thief!
God be with you, neighbor.
Greetings to you.
Uyuyakaldın kesin.
Pour me one.